Hey guys, how's it going? It's Stepbroski here, bringing you guys another unboxing video. Be honest, I've made like 3 videos so far already, so I'm kind of a little bit tired. This is the Alice in Wonderland Artist Masterpiece Hatsune Miku figure. I don't think it's a prize figure, but I might be wrong. It is Taito. I love Taito because they make a lot of Miku figures, especially prize figures, and they're always like very nice quality, very nice detail. And yeah, like this is honestly, like, just look at this. The box itself speaks for itself. Like the material feels really nice. It's got like a nice texture to it and everything. You got like the I think this is like embroidering is what this is called, like the Artist Masterpiece. And I believe that's just like a line of like figures that they have. I'm not sure if it's like specific to Hatsune Miku, but I know there is another Hatsune Miku that's an Artist Masterpiece. And it kind of it's just like, you know how like Sega has SPM, they have Artist Masterpiece. It's just a figure line, like, you know, Bikey Bunnies is a figure line and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the Alice in Wonderland, you know. I think I already said that. You got these nice little like stripe pattern with like, it's just blue, just darker blue, regular blue. Pretty nice. Carries over like the color at least, and then the pattern on the sides. Here we got like a 3D, or not 3D, the 2D art for the Miku figure. It looks very nice. I like it a lot. Did a lot of work on the detailing of that art piece right there. Border looks amazing. It's like a brass type of border. It's just so intricate, and it's like almost like a picture frame. And in the back you got like the what is like just a mushroom, and then just like flowers and stuff. You know, she's in Wonderland. And I think this is technically like the front of the box, because if you like lift it up, you see that like it's readable. Got the Hatsune Miku logo that she always has, and then the actual figure itself with some text right here. I can't really read it. I'm sure it says like Hatsune Miku Princess Artist Masterpiece Alice in Wonderland version. I bought this originally because I thought it was part of the Wonderland collection of Miku figures. So if you know the Wonderland, there's like a Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel, like those, and like apparently it isn't, but here in the States, Alice in Wonderland is like super big, it's super popular, and she's kind of just grouped in there with the rest of the Disney princesses because Disney made like a really good movie for her, well, for the story. And it's just stuck, like it's so big and so popular here in the States. I mean, all of the Alice in Wonderland content that has been released, because there's also been the I forget what is his name, Tim Burton. He's made like 2 of them, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, here on the other side of the box, you know, pattern carries over again, and you get like a nice front bag with some amazing text, and then the same border is on the other side with the brass. No background like this time around, but yeah, very nice. You get a nice little, you know, just preview of like the full figure from the front and the back on one side. This is like the first box that has ever done that. And then back of it actually doesn't have like the hazards and all that stuff, like choking hazards on the back. We just got like this bar right here on the side with some information. I'm sure it's like the artist and like just other people that have collabed together to help make this figure possible. I can't read what it says down there. Probably just like some copyright stuff. And then on the bottom we actually have all the what do you call it, the hazards. So yeah, that's pretty, but I mean, like, you see how like that's how I know like this is most likely the front of the box, just because it's like it's readable and stuff. I already went ahead and, you know, got the tape off, so we can just go ahead and open her up a lot quicker. Nothing else in the box. This one actually has a little bit of assembly. It looks like it's just 2 pieces though. Let's go ahead and check her out. A little bit of tape, obviously. Always some tape, always some tape. But that's okay. Actually, that time the pegs weren't even in right, so it's a good thing the tape was there, because the pegs were not holding it, were not being held together. Here's the top half of the figure. Got like a blouse underneath the dress, and then just a nice I guess this is like a collar specifically. Like who would make a collar just to wear, you know? Obviously it's part of the outfit, so it makes sense and it looks good, especially with the black gloves over here. Nice detailing on the gloves. Nice bow on it. Yeah, very nice wiggle. I like the frills, man. Like the details on this one are just like immaculate, especially because there's just so many things to be detailed in this figure. She's got a little bow on the top, a little crown. The crown itself even has like some detail in it. No gems or anything, just regular crown. Very cartoonish, very fun. Give you guys a close up of her face. Make it so cute. Nice blushing on the figure. It's got like the 3 lines, so it's kind of a little bit like an anime blushing, but looks really good. The teeth look really good. You see like the line right there. And yeah, I'm very happy with this so far. We're down there. And just the bottom half by itself. Wow, this actually has like a decent weight to it. It actually is taller than I expected it to be. You know, I didn't expect it to be in 2 pieces. I really thought this was going to be like a 1-piece figure, but this is even better, honestly, because they found a way to make figure bigger while still fitting it within the same dimensions of the case. Yeah, she's got some really long legs, to be honest. Like, like you look at her top half and her bottom half, like she's got some really long legs. But here we got like the clock. I'll just show you guys the details. It's a nice like reflective paint, little brass paint clock. I think it's like 6 o'clock right there. That's what that shows. And the nice chains just all around. She's got a bow for like a belt, I guess. And then just like the layering of the skirt part of the dress. Nice frills right there at the end. It's actually like another layer. So it's got good, it feels really nice, to be honest. And it looks really good, just the detail of it is very nice. Backside, just one button right there. Nothing too amazing. It's just the rest of the fabric. Like how it comes out right here, like just on the side. Very, just kind of over the top, you know, very nice. Got the drip, the nice shoes. These are very simple, but you know, she's always got to have something. Like these have the little black bows on the back and they just look nice. Like those kind of accessories to shoes, like even just the simple shoes like this really like make them look a lot nicer, in my opinion. I'll put that down there. And I think we still have the hair. Was it all in the back? Alright, so the rest of it's in the back. Like this bag, I'm gonna have to get it out of here because tape. Oh, I think I can actually just pull that apart. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it real quick though, just cause. Oh man, I actually didn't show off the base first. You know, usually I always just go straight for the base on these figures. Nice big beefy base, dude, and like it's actually just all one color plastic. Like from the back, it kind of almost looks like, well, obviously because of like where the plastic goes right there, it almost looks like this would have been like maybe some paint, you know. So I kind of was expecting like just a rim, and then like even I wasn't expecting these to be painted at all, like the hands or the actual ticks of the clock, but I like just from looking at the back, it looked like it would have had like this rim on the other side, and honestly that would have been like a really nice touch if they would have actually done that. Bottom, you know, you get your usual stuff, just like copyright things. I'm actually holding it upside down. You got Title Corp, Krypton, Future Media Inc. And there you got the artist right there. Did an amazing job. And I think it's supposed to be like this. Like this is the front side of the base itself, where all the text is. It's so weird because like every time you're looking at the figure, you're gonna be like distracted by that little text right there. How do I go ahead and open this? Okay, I see how it is. It's like a little pouch with just like a strip of tape on it. Alright. This should do it. Oh, it's got like a little crimp on it, so they're like their own individual little pouch. Oh! Thank goodness it didn't fall on the floor. That thing just slipped straight out of my hands. Well, just out of the bag, basically. You know, the ponytails aren't much to them. Just a regular Miku blue. It's more of a blue than a green. You know, sometimes like they can be more of a greenish color, her blue, but this one's like definitely a lighter blue. And I love how it just comes down to this like gradient to a almost translucent to the fully, not fully obviously translucent blue down here at the bottom. It's a very nice touch. But yeah, other ones, you know, just an exact copy. So let me go ahead and put her together and see how she looks like all in all. Get rid of this. Just put that on a chair over there. I got a chair. Oh no, I guess it is. I guess it's the back part of it. Awesome, so you don't have to like be looking at that the whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pigtails in first. This is this one. Perfect. I like these. These are like very nice and long. So like they kind of travel a little bit inward, which is great because you know it's gonna be secured. Okay, what is this? It should just go in. I guess the plastic's still, you know, because it's a brand new figure, the plastic's not exactly cut right. I think it's the hole. The peg's fine. The peg looks like it's cut perfectly, but the hole itself looks like it's kind of rough on the edges. Oh man, I gotta like really push it in there or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be careful with it though. I don't want to break it. Right, well, let me pull it out because you can see like, you see the hole right there? The edges are not clean at all. Like there's just a lot of, I don't know what you would call that, but the actual piece itself, like it looks fine. You know, I mean the peg part is perfectly fine. So I have no idea. It might be because of like how this part right here isn't fully cut out, so it's like getting in the way of this because this doesn't have a cut right here in the corner. Whereas this, for some reason, you know, just a manufacturer error. I'm just trying to like walk it in a little bit. Okay, that seemed to work for the most part. I'm probably not going to get it in any more than that. Still got a little tiny bit of a gap, but a certain angle you're not even going to notice it. And like I say, you know, I'd rather not, you know, accidentally snap something from like putting too much pressure on it. This should just slide. I mean, obviously this should just slide in. But I think because of like the hair, it's kind of like keeping it. Oh man, actually, I should try doing this without the bass, just because like the bass kind of sounds like it was cracking right there for a sec. But all right, I think that's fine how it is. It's not gonna go in anymore. Here she is, the full figure, Hatsune Miku Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, by Taito for their artist masterpiece line, and it just looks so good, so nice. A lot taller than I expected it to be, obviously. I wonder how it'll fit in the PC case. I guess we'll see that in a second. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys how she looks like in the collection with all the other Mikus. Alrighty, here she is with the rest of the figures. Went ahead and just put her in the backside. I tried putting her in the front before starting recording, just because like I wanted to have her up front and center with like the rest of the, you know, collection. But like it has so much detail and everything that when you're just looking at this shelf, she like draws your attention, so you almost like want to come back over here and like really get a good look at her. Whereas like if she's in the front, she's taking up so much of the spotlight that you're not even really like interested in the other figures, let alone the innocent one in the back. So I think this is a good little balance right here. And from this angle, like wow, just look at that. It's very nice, very nice. About the same height as the innocent figure. Probably because of the base. It probably just stands like a centimeter taller. Now I'm just go ahead and back up. Show off the collection is full. It's gonna be harder once I have like more of the like actual shelves filled. But I'll probably just have to like come in and just start doing like up close of like the collection itself. Just showing it off like that. So I went ahead and moved stuff around, you know, kind of get like two figures. So I'm gonna have like a Mako and a Riko there in the future eventually. And then moved her down there for the sports shelf, and also took all the miscellaneous stuff, moved it down one shelf just so that, you know, whatever I want to, like, I have an idea to put the Four Seasons here, so that's why I wanted that one clear, because I also have the Four Seasons. I was about to turn around and show you guys the PC, but I still have to set her up in the PC. Alright, and here she is standing proud and tall inside of the PC case with all its RGB glory. The base was so big that just getting her in there was like a little bit of a challenge within itself. I had to push her all the way up to the front. Like the base is pretty much almost hitting the front part of the PC case right there. But aside from that, like with the like shape of her pigtail on the, I guess that'd be her right side, like the cables are almost hitting it, but it just comes down in a way, so it's like avoiding the cables. If I had like moved her even a little bit more to the left, it would definitely be hitting the cables and it'd just be in the way, and then the base wouldn't be able to fit in because it would be hitting the glass. But yeah, there she is, guys. I think this one does sit pretty nicely in there though, and it does look nice with the colors, definitely. Oh, I almost forgot to say, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys.